Good morning, fourth graders. It's Miss Ferguson. It is Thursday, April 23rd. Today, our learning target is I can explain 5 reasons an author would write a text and identify the author's purpose in a given text. So, today, as you can probably tell, we're going to be talking about author's purpose. This is a good lesson, especially because we happen to have a writing response on News ELA related to this yesterday, and it's something that sometimes people get a little confused about. So, first of all, let's talk about what author's purpose means. The author's purpose is the reason an author writes something. It could be a story, a book, a magazine article, or even a newspaper article. So, we're going to be talking about these different types of author's purpose. So, let's look at each of these a little more closely. And there's a lot to say about them, so we're going to talk about this tomorrow as well. First of all, our P is to persuade. Our I is to inform. E is for entertain. And that's what you most commonly hear, and we've talked about in class, PIE. But we're also going to be talking about these two others, explain and describe. Let's first talk about the author's purpose when it is to persuade. The author might want to convince the reader of something. Like, if their opinion is vanilla cupcakes are better than chocolate cupcakes. Advertisements are persuasive. Companies are trying to convince you to buy their product or their service. So if you see a commercial or read an ad in print, it's because they are trying to persuade you or convince you to buy whatever it is they are selling. So let's look at an example in practice. Children in elementary school should participate in a PE class every day for several reasons. First, many children go home after school and play video games or watch TV. Physical education class may be the only time of day that some children are physically active. Another reason schools should provide a daily PE class is that many children eat too much junk food and are overweight. They need more physical activity. Finally, research shows that students who are more physically active perform better at school. Physical activity improves focus and concentration in the classroom. We need to change our school schedules so that children can have PE each and every day. So think about what we just read. How is the author trying to persuade the reader here? In this case, the author is trying to persuade the reader to agree that students should participate in a PE class every day at school. The author's purpose might also be to inform. The author might want to give the reader some facts and information about a topic. Textbooks and most nonfiction books are written to inform. Here is an example of something written with the purpose to inform. Doctors are well educated. They attend school and receive special training for many years before becoming a licensed physician. Students hoping to become a doctor begin by going to college for 4 years. They must earn a 4-year degree, and they usually focus on an area of science. During their last year of college, they apply for medical school. Only about half of the students who apply for medical schools get accepted. Medical school lasts 4 years. During the first 2 years, students spend most of their time in classrooms and laboratories. During the last 2 years, students also work with physicians and watch them care for patients. Once medical school is complete, potential doctors complete a 1-year residency program. Residents receive on-the-job training as they work full-time and get paid for the first time. Following the residency program, potential doctors complete an internship in the area they hope to specialize in. Internships vary in length depending on the area of specialty. A person who intends to be a family doctor is typically an intern for 2 or 3 years, while a person who strives to be a surgeon interns for 5 years or more. The final requirement to becoming a doctor is passing one or more exams to become fully licensed. Clearly, doctors are dedicated, well-educated professionals. So, think about what we just read. How is the author of that text trying to inform us as the reader? In this case, the author is giving information about the extensive education doctors receive before they are allowed to become doctors. Those are the types of author's purpose we're going to talk about today so that we aren't rushing. And I want you to focus on your assignments. Today, you need to complete your independent assignment, which is I want you to go into your packet and take a look at your daily writing prompts. I want you to select one and I want you to submit that to me today instead of just keeping it with your packet work. Remember that when you're submitting a writing prompt, it needs to be submitted today. All of our work is due the day it's assigned, and you need to make sure that you're submitting your best quality work. So your best capitalization, punctuation, and trying your best with spelling. And it should be written neatly, especially because it's being sent as a photo sometimes, and that can be hard to read if you're not writing in your best handwriting. Then you need to log on to News ELA and complete your reading for the day and submit your quiz and writing prompt assignments. Lastly, you need to complete today's packet pages, 210 to 212, as well as read for 35 minutes. Record your daily log, and that writing prompt is your independent assignment today. There are quite a few girls that are missing a couple of articles on News ELA, and if you are, you need to make sure that you log on today and complete the work you're missing. I hope you girls have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.